In a normal day, somebody living with diabetes takes their insulin 4 or 5 times per day, with meals and before they go to bed. It doesn't hurt, and it's not traumatic, but it's super important in order to maintain good blood glucose levels. If you forget to take your insulin, that leads to high blood sugar levels. You become thirsty, your muscles may be aching, and you really don't feel so well. On the other hand, if you take too much insulin or double inject, your blood sugar goes low. But most of all, second-guessing yourself every day if you've taken your insulin causes anxiety for millions of people around the world. That's why we created Timesulin. Timesulin is a timer-enabled replacement cap that works with all major insulin pens. It requires no change in routine and is simple enough for anybody to use. Simply replace the standard cap that came with your insulin pen, add your Timesulin Smart Cap, and once you click the cap into place, a timer will start. This timer will tell you how long it's been since your last insulin injection. We designed Timesulin to be easy enough for everybody to use, whether it's a 5-year-old who's just learning to inject or an 85-year-old that's been doing it for years.
So what I think Timesulin does is it importantly not only avoids double dosing, but much more importantly, it gives the assurance to the patient that they're making the right decision. And that in itself gives people confidence. It's a positive endorsement of your own decision making. And I think that has a significant impact on the level of control that people can achieve.
I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was 3 years old, and I've been taking insulin ever since. I do triathlons, I snowboard, I do all kinds of fun things. But living with diabetes hasn't been easy, and one of the things I've always struggled with is remembering if I've taken my insulin. You're having dinner with your friends, you're concentrating on your school or your work, and you go, oh, did I take my insulin?
Timesulin are a company made up of a group of people who are interested in improving the quality of lives for people with diabetes. If you are somebody, or you know somebody who has diabetes, then you may well find that this would be a useful thing to add to your daily routine, because it's just one less thing to have to remember.
As a diabetic, the biggest challenge for me is definitely remembering to take my insulin 4 times a day. Trying to strike a balance between exercising, socialising and working, and then also remember having to take the insulin can be quite challenging. I remember a specific occasion when I once took my insulin but wasn't 100% sure if I had taken it or not, and subsequently, just to cover that, I took another shot. Shortly thereafter I went out for a run, and about halfway through I basically totally ran out of energy. Couldn't make it home, and basically somebody had to come out and pick me up. It was pretty bad. The benefits of Timesulin are definitely peace of mind, principally. You never worry that you haven't taken a shot, because quite simply you can just look at your Timesulin cap and you know with certitude that you've definitely taken one.
Our goal is to have a Timesulin unit on every single insulin pen in the world to ensure that nobody has to feel worried about an accidental double dose of insulin. To learn more about Timesulin, speak to your diabetic nurse, go to your pharmacy, or go to our website, timesulin.com.